character. He's one of my favorite characters from the last Now You See Me films. Seriously, where the heck is he? No. I gotta get going on my next movie review, and I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. So let's get this whole thing started. Well, anyway, hi ladies and dudes. This is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop 1987. This is my review for today. And today I have another movie review, ladies and dudes. But it's that time once again. I gotta get back on movie reviews. And I'll go ahead and do a very important breaking news right now is I'm on 285. So that means I got a long way to go until I reach to movie review number 300. And I have no idea what my next movie review is going to be after I do some other more movie reviews to come. So I promise I'll get going on movie reviews as soon as I can so I can find which movie who will be number 300. So that's coming really soon in the main future. But I'm not sure when it's going to be. So be prepared for that. So at long last, ladies and dudes, I'm going to go ahead and do my next movie review of Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I rather call it Now You See Me 3. And yes, ladies and dudes, there's rumor has it they want to work on more Now You See Me films. So there will be a Now You See Me 4. Well, whenever they want to do it, and we'll find out what the next chapter is going to be for our Horseman characters, for both old and new alike. And I wonder who the next villain is going to be for Now You See Me 4. Let's wait and see what happens. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my next movie review of Now You See Me, Now You Don't. But I'd rather call it Now You See Me 3. So, let's get going. So anyway, what the heck I should say about the main plot of the story? It took place 10 years after the events of Now You See Me Part 2. All the characters had gone their separate ways and get on with their normal lives and get to know what their new chapters are going to be after the Horseman team had broken up for whatever reason it's going to be, even except for one character who did have a later on backstory. You know, which character who that we haven't seen in Now You See Me Part 2. Well, you'll know what I'm talking about. So anyway, it's 10 years later, and now we're heading on to some brand new generations of magicians who are also con artists. They want to make their own type of magic that doesn't feature the original Horseman. So anyway, there's some brand new kids who learn magic and illusions, and they're also card artists as well, and they collected a lot of money. I was thinking maybe these kids are a bunch of high schoolers and they want to try to put some money together to go to college or something like that. Until one the former members of the Horsemen had shown up, and they hired the kids to go on a brand new mission. And this mission is all about is they're trying to stop a woman who was working on South Africa business stuff or something like that. And she is collecting this mysterious diamond that has a heart in it, and they need to find a way to stop her. Maybe like taking over the world or something. I have no idea what the heck I want to say about the main plot of the story. So yeah, it's up to them to go on their next mission and try to take care of the the next thing once and for all. That's all I could say about the main plot of the story. And I guess everybody wants to know is, what the heck do I think about Now You See Me Part 3? Well, to tell you the truth is, ladies and dudes, I really, really, really did enjoy this movie. I will say it is one of the most funnest movies I have ever watched so far for the 2020 era. I mean, I miss fun movies, and fun movies are very enjoyable to watch. You know, something that wow us, excites us, and just give us a really good storyline from start to finish, for goodness sakes. And it gave me a really good time. It's a very fun movie to watch. I will say it had a really good storyline. It has fun characters, beautiful cinematography. It had a very nice score. And I like the part where they did bring back that actress, the redheaded lady, who wasn't there from Now You See Me Part 2. But I'm glad they finally explained it about her later on storyline. That was very darn understandable. And yeah, sadly Mark Ruffalo wasn't there much in the movie, but he will be there sort of around the later on part of the film. I can't tell you which part it is. And yes, Morgan Freeman is there too. And yeah, Michael Caine's not there either because his character is at jail along with Daniel Radcliffe's character. So yeah, I had a really fun time with this movie. But sadly, there's only one little weak point that I found with this movie that really did bother me so darn much. Well, you'll get the picture. So anyway, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my strongest points and the weakest points of Now You See Me Part 3. I will say, for my true strongest point of the movie is really the Magic Castle scene. The whole entire thing. I frickin' love the Magic Castle scene. And that Magic Castle is a very cool place to go to. And this is where the old magicians and the new magicians alike want to check out this really cool place that has a lot of history, that's all about magicians who learn about things that involves magic. It's very well spot on, very well detailed, and I love the part where they go to every single room that has something to do with magic, illusions, and something that we all need to be careful of. I will say my most favorite room in the whole entire sequence is really the big and the small room. There'll be one point where you see an area that's really darn big and one area that was really darn small. And there was a part where you see one character who's growing big and one character who will grow very, very small. I mean, I love that scene very darn much. And I also fell in love with the one-shot scene where you see the old magicians and the new magicians. They learn about magic. They did something excitedly fun about it. What else I could say about the Magic Castle? I will say that was really the best scene in the whole entire movie, from start to finish, hands down. And now let's go on to my most weakest point of the movie, and this is the most weakest point of all. Something that broke my heart the most. What happened to the character who played Brainy from both Taken 1 and Taken 3? Whatever happened to that character? That was one of my favorite characters from the Now You See Me saga. A dude who plays the cop. The guy who's going after the horsemen for their con artist tricks. and try to fool everyone around the world with fake magic. I just want to know what the heck happened to that character. Where is he? Why he hasn't shown up in the whole entire movie? After all, I really love that guy. He's very enjoyable to watch. And he's one of these dudes who know how to take care of his job very, very seriously. Yeah, I feel kind of heartbroken that they did not bring back the guy who played one of the cops, and he played Bernie for only 2 of the Taken films. I was so bummed that they didn't feature him in the movie. Feels like a big giant slap on the face. So overall, ladies and dudes, that's my whole entire main weak point of the movie is what the heck happened to the character who played a cop, but also he's responsible for playing Bernie for Taken 1 and Taken 3. I just miss that guy so darn much. That's for sure. And now let's go on to the characters. Man, it's really hard for me to pick. I will go with those 3 kids. I know they're the next generations of the Horsemen. After all, I really like those 3 kids who became the next generation of the Horsemen. And I guess you could say they learned about magic very, very well, and also being really good con artist characters. And they are very fun to watch. And they know how to live together as a family, and I'm not sure how long they knew each other. Since they're trying to live their normal lives, and it's really cool that they're finding a way to put some money together and try to save it for their survival. I was just thinking they're just a bunch of high school kids, and maybe they're trying to save money to go to college. One day they will, but I'm sure they want to save money for something else. Yeah, I really like those kids. They have so much things to learn about, becoming a horseman, and learn to become members of the team and try to take care of their mission very, very seriously. So yeah, I really do like those kids. At least they learn magic very, very well. And yeah, I know there's a shocking plot twist that one of the kids that did have a backstory, and I did not see this coming. Seriously, I didn't. I did not know there was one of those kids who had a very sad backstory, and we did not notice about it until the very end. So overall, I think I do like those kid characters overall. And let's go on to my final thoughts of the film. Overall, I will say Now You See Me Part 3 is a very darn enjoyable movie to watch. I will say a little bit better than Now You See Me Part 2. I will say it had a good storyline for the most part. It has likable, enjoyable characters. It does have some good cinematography, a very nice score, and I really like all... Oh yeah, I want to also let you know they did a good job with the action scenes. I really love the action scenes of this movie very darn much. And it's a good thing they found a way to make the action scenes nice and still without no shaky cams at all. Something I wish Taken 3 should have done is just keep the action scenes nice and still, just like this one. And I do like the magic and the wonder, and yeah, there's one returning character I'm surprised they decided to add in the movie. I cannot tell you which one it is. And it's a good idea we brought the redheaded lady back. And also she had a very good backstory as well. I think she has the best backstory out of all the other characters from the Horsemen. You know, what happened in their later on life. So it makes perfect sense. So overall, I decided to give this movie an 8.5 out of 10. So please watch this movie to believe it. And I guess you could say about my rankings of all three of the Now You See Me films, I will say the second one deserves to be in third place. The third one is second, and no matter what, the first movie will always be the first. No matter what. And I promise to all of you, I will do my movie review of When Harry Meets Sally. I promise I will get to that movie review as soon as I can. So I cross my double fingers for it. And that is it for now. I'll see you all later, and sayonara.